welcome. Welcome to the Lighthouse. So for today, we're going to do a couple of extended meditations. So I'm going to try and keep my introduction brief, because I know that I can oftentimes have quite a lot to say at the beginning here. But I just want to articulate that every time we practice, we're having a conversation with evolution. And we're having the kind of conversation, I like to think of these kinds of conversations as conversations of character. And these are the kinds of conversations that cut the spell, they break the spell of separation. The kind of conversation that you have with evolution every time you practice could be symbolized visually and proactively as you as the practitioner wielding, holding, utilizing the sword of discernment. This is a really important tool to have in our practice belt. It's the sword of discernment, so that we know our no in order to know our yes. And these conversations that break the spell of separation, these conversations of character that align us with evolution, they help us to understand the constructs of our personhood. And it is, we all know how entirely alluring it is to get mired up for multiple lifetimes, to get mired up into the constructs of personhood. And so what happens when we start to understand, when we start to unveil these constructs, is we begin to look from here, now, to be practitioners of realization. It's not even something that you're practicing, it's just that you are the essence and the energy of realization, realized to come from the reality of what is, and to quietly drop home into your present moment awareness. So it's my hope, my sincere wish, even I'll dare say my prayer, that as we practice today's meditation techniques, that they will empower you to call off the search, because what is being searched for has already been found in the home of who you are. And the realization in that homecoming is that what it is that we find ourselves searching for on the path is not greater than the one who is searching. That's a big relief. That is a big wind of freedom that can work its way around us and support us from within and from behind. So we're getting out of the stream of distractions and we're diving in to the river of Dharma. We are committing to the path of generating happiness in every waking moment possible. So get your body comfortable. I'm going to situate my beautiful furry friend who is sitting in my lap in a way that isn't optimal. So I'm just going to wiggle her around a little bit. You don't have to evacuate. So sitting up nice and straight. So we haven't done this one in a long time, but it's truly one of my favorites in the portfolio of practices that we do. We're going to use our thumbs and we're going to press into the temple gates. We're opening up the gates of the temple to gain access to the mandala of the mind. We're pressing into the temples with a soft whole pad, the oval pad of each of the thumbs, and then press the index, middle, ring, and pinky fingers into the top of the palm of the hand. Okay, and we're going to be sounding for the first few moments. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se so hum. And don't worry, I'm going to be doing it with you. So this particular mudra in tandem with this meditation is doing a few things for us. First of all, the mantra is helping us get aligned with the energy and the electricity and the fuel and the frequency of the sun and the moon and all of the elements. So for those of us tuning in this part of the world, the month of August is a really important time for us as human beings to be amassing and to be accumulating, to be filling the well of our inner resources, so that when we arrive in the dream time of winter, that we aren't depleted, that we actually have an incredible amount of inner resources that we have gathered. You know, just yesterday my daughter was playing piano. Our music room is on the front wing of our home, and she stopped playing at a certain point and she was like, "What is that noise?" And there was a squirrel. We have these beautiful window boxes right outside of the music room, and there was a squirrel burying nuts in the window box of all places, right up against the house. And so the squirrel is, you know, they're getting very busy too, creating a reserve of food for themselves. And so we're doing it right now as meditators, at the level of essence, at the level of energy, so that our pranic body is feeling very, very vibrant. So we're taking action around the tasks of our own vitality. So that's what's happening with the mantra. And the mudra is helping us to get out of the stream of our own distractions, and most particularly the distractions that tend to show up time and again in that repetitive way that our addictions and our neuroses and our compulsions do. It is so powerful when we make that great turning after having realized that our liberation and our awakening is never gonna happen in the company of compulsion, in the company of neuroses, or in the company of addiction. So we are endeavoring into a kind of sustainable joy, a sustainable blissfulness that is impulsed by emptiness. Okay, and so that's what this mudra is going to help us with. And then the mantra is going to help us get, you know, really full of the elemental energy. So let's give this a try. I'm going to just quickly turn on a different track for us to do this too. So sit up right into it. I'm going to chant with you, so you're not alone. Inhale huge, wholeheartedly. Take the breath into the heart, into the ball of your belly, and into the low back and into the kidneys, and then all the way down into the pelvic floor. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hum. Okay, so that's the pace we're going to do it at. Every time you sound, you've got 12 syllabic sounds. With every syllabic sound, pull your abdomen in so you're massaging the orb of energy and the ball of your belly. Inhale. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hum. Inhale. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hum. Inhale. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hum. Inhale. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hum. Inhale. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hum. Inhale. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hum. Inhale. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hum. Inhale. sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Move the energy. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Inhale. Sa ta na ma ra ma da sa se su ha. Break the mudra and bring your hands to the top of your knees. Inhaling all the way into the deep cave of your heart. And exhaling. And inhaling into your belly, all the way to and through. And exhaling. And inhaling into the back body. And keep this kind of breathing going, and breathe into all the power places of your body as a child of the elements, having brought the elemental energy through the mantra and the mudra into the structure of your body. As a child of the rain, a child of the thunder, a child of the flame, a child of the dawn, a child of the night, a child of the stars, a child of the light, a child of the earth, a child of the trees, a child of the storms, a child of the breeze, a child of the moon, a child of the seas, a child of the winds, and a child of the leaves. Take this moment to close down the eyes and to see, to have a visceral moment of experience, to see and feel, to sense at every dimension how connected and how inextricably woven your human nature is to the whole of our natural existence. Just take this moment to tune in like that. To have the courage to listen and to love in a fully impartial manner. And take this moment now to, from this place of sincere and genuine connectivity, to create an emanation of that truth and send it out to the collective, so that we as a collective can, be tuning in and turning toward a kind of visceral compassion that is really needed as all of the templates are getting retranslated, reconfigured, every single template that we have lived by. And I'm not even going to take the time to list them, because I do want to go right into our next meditation. This is a beautiful meditation that's going to also involve a mantra and a dynamic mudra. So you're going to conjoin the middle finger and the ring finger of each of your hands, conjoin them with the tip of the thumb, okay? And then ignite and extend the index finger and the pinky finger. So the fingers, both of the hands and the pinky and the index fingers are going to come and meet as if they're plugging into the motherboard of your heart center. And you're going to take the arms up and out and out and down and down. So you're creating this mandala, you're creating a structure to awaken the right kind of consciousness. The mind is the byproduct. Our mind is the byproduct of dynamic consciousness. And so wherever we steer our consciousness, there too goes our mind. And so that's the beauty of all these technologies, is that that we get to be, masters of our own destiny path, that we're not just, schlepping backwards through and to fate, but we're becoming master navigators. Okay, so you're going to do this, and then I'm going to sound this beautiful mantra, Ang Sang Wahe Guru, which is going to help us to create peace within our own individual psyches, and then to be the emanation of that peace. And may we, all of us here on this call right now, whether you're tuning in live or tuning in later, in this time, it seems like one of the most important things that we can be asking for is the quelling of the fires in California. May the water in the form of rain come to bring an end to the burning of the land in the West. May all of the elements align to bring harmony back to that part of our beautiful nation in this incredible time of need. May the storms of the South find their center and their quietude and their stillness, okay? And anything that has been handicapping you in head or in heart, may those characteristics also find their quietude and their harmony and their stillness. Everything comes from alignment. So let this mandala that you're creating, as you send out these arrows of energy from the center of your body, let it create an alignment in all of the powerful, very necessary centers of your body. Again, so that you can have the courage to love impartially, and so that the new we, I'm going to move my dog, can be stewards of this visceral collective compassion, okay? We'll try to have a moment of non-snuggling. We'll see how that goes. She's an entirely devoted lap dog. Wherever my lap is, there she goes. So, hopefully that makes sense. Orient the gaze to the tip of the nose. Let your breath be in neutral. Go ahead, you can come on back up. So go ahead and relax the whole structure of the mudra all back down onto your lap. Just taking a moment of stillness, visceral connection to past, present, and future in a way that drops you into the home of here now, looking from here now, looking from here now. And recognizing that we are presented right now with a choice to evolve or to remain, to calcify in our comfort zones, or to shed the adult armor so as to awaken love and to practice love more effectively. And the path begins the moment that we incarnate into a body, a blossoming, a breakthrough, magnetism, an invitation, some devotion, some attraction gets us going in the right direction, that builds the mental structure for the way which wishes to arise, and for the way which can only arise through us as individual carriers of the way. May we ask ourselves, in what way am I the way, and in what way am I in the way? Every beginning is a good beginning, and may we always remember to start anywhere, and to remind ourselves as many times as necessary in the course of one day to start anywhere and to begin again, again and again and again. May you feel the universe at your back organizing around your success. May we attenuate separation and engage inclusively as activists of compassion. May we accumulate merits as immeasurable as there are grains of sand. May we feel the ground beneath our seat and the ground beneath our feet. May we be gentle and attentive towards our own struggles, towards the suffering of others. May we know a generosity of heart, and may we broadcast joy abundantly with forgiveness and with wisdom at the center of every action. And may we move toward life freely as a friend of the world. May we move toward life freely as a friend of the world. And so take another moment here in closing, friends, to visualize the world and to emanate a genuine wish of kindness and safety and health, sustainable, deep and natural peace for all the beings on our planet in this transformational, tumultuous time of change, time of growth. May you continue to find time to tune into the contemplative side of things, even if it's for just a few moments out of every day. Continue to tune in. Thank you so much for tuning in for this broadcast. I look forward to seeing more of you this week. Thank you so much. Take really good care of yourselves. Take really good care of yourselves. Sat Nam and Namaste.